Keegan was not adopted. I pushed that bad boy out.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. That's right.
At 4:20 p.m. because Matt told me to hold it in at 4:15 because he wanted him to be born at 4:20. And
that's honestly
what?
The single most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Well, I thought it was pathetic too, but it was at 4:15. He's like, oh my God, what if he's born at 4:20? And my doctor's like, okay, one more push. And he didn't come. He's like, okay, we're close. We could do it. This one will do it. You got to push really hard. It'll come. And my doctor looked at him and she goes, Mr. Ryan. And then the baby came out. She went, happy birthday, big boy. And Matt goes, time. The nurse said 4:20 and he was like, ah. You never knew that?
No, that's so unbelievably lame.
I agree. Just all he could think about.
And it's so you. Like, isn't it so, like, embarrassingly you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's us. Because I was like, okay, I don't know if I can really hold it because he really wants to come out.
But imagine if.
Yes. And I'm just like, I am pushing a baby.
But if we do it on June 9th, his birthday will be 69.
Yeah, June 9th's our wedding anniversary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So satisfying.
What did you say?
I was going to say, I think maybe I want it louder, but I don't. It's perfect.
You're perfect.
Thank you.
Welcome to another satisfying. Are we good?
I mean, I guess so.
You guess so.
I mean, as good as I'll ever be. I'm one-eyed
Camera
really.
one, camera two.
Camera one,
camera two. Well, I mean, I thought there was a moment where I felt like you were coming together, you know?
Yeah, things were getting better.
I thought things were getting better. And then I saw you posted, let me show you what you posted, this photo. And I was like, this is, because we play around a lot.
Yes.
And I feel like sometimes, I don't want to get people to get the wrong idea.
Right.
That I kind of capitalize on the most unflattering moments that you and your family have.
Right.
Without spending enough time talking about the fact that you are a very loving unit.
Yes.
You and your husband are great parents.
Thank you.
You have great kids.
Thank you.
You have a great relationship. This weirdness.
Yes.
Between the two of you somehow works.
Right. It really does.
And I go like, this picture reminded me.
It's joy.
It's joy, just the happiness of like you're because it's not just look at the kid, he's so happy to be with his dad.
Yeah.
Look at the dad, he's so happy to be with this kid.
And
And that's what I really like to see.
They're on their way to go. He got him tickets to go see the Knicks Warriors game at MSG. I mean, this was a moment. This is a core moment unlocked.
100%. 100%. Unlike the core memory. And I've probably changed myself as a father.
Yeah.
Like, when you've hit those core memories.
Totally.
When I took my boy to his first WWE show.
It was everything.
Everything. And every now and then, even my daughter will be like, hey, remember when you did this?
Yeah.
And it was a couple years ago. And they don't remember anything.
Yeah.
But they remember that.
Oh, he'll remember this.
And I go, look at these two.
Yes.
And I go, I don't really post stuff like this.
Yeah.
And part of that is because some of not all of them, not you guys, but some of the people who follow me are rude. And I wouldn't want rude people commenting on my family photos.
No. I mean, I don't care because screw them.
Who cares?
But also, I rarely get mean things. I get weird things. Every once in a while, something mean that I love to just be like, yeah, thanks so much. Have a great day. Like, you just got to kill them with kindness kind of thing.
Yeah, because you sent me this photo.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like, I really thought that you had just sent me a photo of your husband and your son just having a moment.
It's not what I sent you at all.
You're like, now scroll down to the comments.
Yeah. Let's go look at that comment. You're going to have to read it, seeing as I'm having a little bit of vertigo today.
This gentleman right here says, beautiful family.
Thank you so very much.
I do not mean any disrespect. Oh, good. Oh, good. Don't worry. This won't be disrespectful.
At all.
But I do not think that the man in the photo is the biological father of the young boy.
That's cool. No one asked, but okay. Go on.
I'm sorry if I sound rude. I don't mean to.
Okay.
But it looks to me that young boy is the child of another man, maybe a African-American man.
Also, that should have been maybe an African-American man. That's actually like the lightest Keegan has ever looked too.
But like
that's what like the beautiful picture, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. Yo, that ain't that boy's kid.
Can you imagine? You're sitting there going like, this is a wonderful thing, and it's almost it's a vulnerability.
Yeah.
For a man to show, like, that's your husband being vulnerable because he's showing true happiness in his son and your son is there just being like, nobody's trying to be cool.
Right.
Nobody's trying to be funny.
Right.
It's just like, we just love each other and we have this family. And some guy's like, I want to tell you right now, dude, you are not that boy's father.
No.
Like,
apparently it's Maury. And
this is...
Yeah, and
because all the joy...
Yeah, it's just been sucked out of it.
Because imagine if you're like, oh, I was so happy this day, and then later found out that I'm not the biological father of this child I was lied to by Nicole Biggins.
Now, this is a joke.
Is it true?
It is not true. That is the father. And
because when the comment... I will say this, that when the comment was left, I said, of all the inappropriate things to write... It's just so terrible, but also does raise a point.
Yes.
And I looked back at the photo and I said, it's not a blind man writing this. He's not crazy.
No, he's not. And it's a joke that's been made among family and friends, but listeners, fans forever.
Not a joke.
No, not a joke like that. Just like...
He's not joking.
No, he's actually questioning... whose child this is.
Like, I've got to, and this was on your account,
This is on my account.
So you would know if it was not his son.
And like, how does he know that he's not like all like that? Like, Matt's not crazy, which he is, and doesn't all of a sudden go, yo, you know what? He's right. Who were you? Yo, is this my kid? I want a paternity test. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does he know? He didn't just start the end of my marriage.
You could be causing a real problem. Maybe Matt's going to divorce.com.
I mean, I've already got the whole thing set up.
He just goes right to your browser.
The info's right there. Well, the joke has been since the beginning. People used to say when I post pictures of him when he first was born, whoa, he looks just like Bruno Mars. Did you have a little something with Bruno Mars?
Like maybe Bruno Mars came in to do the mashup.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I got some 411, this rocket in my pocket. Keep up.
Oh, hey. So you know that Matt was up there once when Bruno came in because he brought two of his nieces to meet him.
Does Matt think this is funny?
You know, I want to be like, oh, you know, it's a joke, but I think it's like there's a little part of him that makes him want to like punch people in the face.
If I feel like if I were in his position, it would depend on who.
Yes.
Like there are certain people that you're like, okay, I know you're just having fun.
Correct.
But then there are other people that you're like, well, now we're talking about people's manhood.
Right.
And I need to punch you in the face to preserve mine.
Yeah.
This is my son.
Like, I was the one who made that happen. I was in the bedroom.
Seminal fluid.
I was the seminal fluid. My seminal fluid.
Yeah.
But when I thought so.
I thought
until you just raised this question.
And then he looks at the photo and he's like, I get where he's coming from. Why is everybody saying it? Like, okay, I'll give you an example.
Yes.
For a while, I was in denial. I said, you know, my hair, it parts differently now, but it's not receding. I'm not losing my hair.
Right.
Right. And that's a risky scenario because the people who love you, like my wife loves me.
She does.
And she's with me every day.
Yes.
So she doesn't see gradual change.
Nor does she care.
But she said, no, dude, you're not losing your hair.
You
and she wasn't saying that to be nice. She's like, she didn't see it.
Right, because you see you every day. You don't see if somebody's growing or right.
And she sees the good too. She's not even. And so I go like, yeah, I mean, I'm not losing my hair. And then the comments start coming in and more people.
Oh.
Right? And some of it's not even mean. They're like, you know, dude, you should
just shave it.
Like, and
you look great.
And it was almost like this was what it was. People used to go, what up, Sideshow Bob? What up, Sideshow Bob? What up, Sideshow Bob? That's fine.
It is.
What up, Garfunkel?
Oh, no.
Now the change is
not so funny anymore.
Because Garfunkel, Sideshow Bob was this.
Yeah.
Garfunkel was this.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like if one person said that, big deal.
Right.
If everyone says it, I'm like, oh, okay, it's funny, but also true.
True.
Because everybody's saying it. So I worry.
Right. So
that, I mean, he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it's been 7 years of this. Nothing's changed.
He knows the joke a little bit now, too, though. He'll be like, are you ever going to take me to see my real dad in concert? Like,
he knows the joke you're saying. The boy knows the joke.
He knows that that people used
Not
to
the man, the boy, the little boy.
The little boy knows that we say that Bruno Mars is his real dad.
Does he even know how babies are made?
No.
But he just knows that
he's dark and so is Bruno.
But do you understand that one day
I know
this tiny little boy will find out how babies are made?
Yeah.
And then he'll go, that's what Bruno Mars did to you?
Yeah. Yeah. When Bruno was up at SiriusXM and Matt brought his nieces, we were taking pictures, me and Bruno, and he goes, yo, you got a man? And in front of Matt. He didn't know Matt was there and that he was my man.
He said that to you, though.
Yeah.
That's got to be very flattering.
I mean, he's so little. But yes, it's flattering.
He likes to party.
He does like to party, baby. So Matt literally got caught off guard. And this was his exact quote. I'm her man, Mr. Mars. I'm her man.
I thought it was going to be he got caught off guard and was too angry or was
No.
like, you can't act this way in front of guests.
He was like, what? Mr. Mars.
I'm her. Excuse me, sir. If it's okay with you, I'm her man.
So the fact that happened, that's always been a funny thing that happened, that he looked like an idiot. And then after Keegan was born, everybody and their mother was texting and DMing that he looked just like Bruno. It's a bad combo.
Yeah. And then he reads comments like this from strangers.
Right.
Not even people in on the joke.
Yeah. So
is it possible?
no. I mean, yes. Well, I said I don't remember when I interviewed Bruno after this happened. I showed him pictures of Bruno when he was little and when Keegan was little, and he was like, I said, I don't remember ever having anything happen between us, but that's like par for the course for me, right? I don't remember everything. I don't remember every crazy night that I had.
Can you tell me everything that's happened in the last 8 years?
Couldn't
Every night.
If my life depended on it, no.
Is it possible that within months you've blacked out and made social plans with people that you didn't even want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I don't think I would ever black out and forget sleeping with Bruno Mars.
Unprotected.
Unprotected.
Make it a child.
Making that. This is the
Has
thing
Bruno
though.
Mars met your son?
On the video. It was like during the pandemic. So on video, he popped on the Zoom for.
Was there any like?
He said, "Call my." He said, "Call my lawyer." Because who knows? I mean, I bet that man has definitely slept with people that he doesn't remember sleeping with.
I would imagine Bruno Mars as well.
Yeah.
Cannot necessarily pinpoint every single evening over the last 8 years.
Correct. When Matt sent this picture and that comment to his brother, his older brother, his brother said, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life."
It is.
It's his favorite thing that he's ever read.
When you sent it to me, I laughed out loud.
Also, not everybody. Like, what about Parker? Parker looks like she's your kid, not mine. Like when I would be with Parker when she was little, I remember this is horrible. I was in a grocery store pushing her, and she is fair as fair can be, and it's the summer, and I am brown as brown can be. And
First of all, you saying Parker looks like, pointing at me and saying looks like my kid, not yours, can be perceived as an insult to Parker.
No, I'm saying you're the skin tone.
Oh.
I'm not, and that's not. You're a very handsome man.
I appreciate that. I'm just saying.
No, that would not be. She loves you. She would love you to be her daddy.
Let's talk.
Anyways, so
I'll save her.
Yeah, right. I'm in the grocery store and someone in the checkout line goes, "Oh, she's beautiful. Is she yours?"
What?
Because you're in New York City and there's a lot of nannies and a lot of them are not white. So
Okay.
I didn't say it. They did.
And you do have the vibe of like the hot nanny that we shouldn't have hired because you ruined the family.
I would.
Like if you in a different life,
100%.
if you hadn't met Matt
That
and
could
had
have been
kids,
a great story.
you 1,000% would have been a live-in housekeeper.
I would love that for me.
And you would have ruined multiple
Yeah. How
families.
exciting would that be to be like sleeping with the dad and I'm like, mom didn't know.
You'd
and
be
I was
calling
taking-
your friends from college like, oh my God, I did it again.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. It just like fell in me. Oops.
Can you imagine if Arnold found you?
Oh gosh. No, that's mean because Arnold clearly did not care who
He doesn't
was
have
doing.
high standards. No.
Anyways, it's just a bizarre thing. I never wrote back to him. He doesn't look like if you see baby pictures of Keegan too and baby pictures of me, we are one. Not everybody looks identical to their parents, right?
Yeah.
Like when you see
There are some genetics that pass through though.
right, but when you see the four of us together, we look like a family unit, right? It
Yeah.
just looks like
No, I mean, I'll tell you.
looks like Keegan and I were one, and I came from another man, and he had Parker with another woman, and we're like the Brady Bunch, we're blended family.
Not really.
No? What do you think? What does it look like?
It looks like you're a family and you had an affair and had
With
a
an
son.
African American man.
It looks like you may have. You know what it looks like when you see all four of you together and you find it looks like, oh my God, they're such a beautiful family and they love each other. Except there was one night that Nicole had sex with Bruno Mars.
Could have happened.
It could have. We don't know.
We'll never know.
Who's to say?
No, I nobody. I don't know. All I know is that it's slowly eating away at him, and that was one he didn't need.
Okay, what he needs is, where does your son's height line up with people in his age group?
He's good. He's tall. That is the opposite of Bruno. And Matt's whole family is tall. We're good. We're
if we can
golden.
get some height,
yeah, we're good.
because then it doesn't matter.
Agreed.
Because then it's like, oh, your wife had sex with somebody else. Who, the short guy?
Yeah,
Short
sure,
king
pal.
over here?
Nah.
Oh, short king.
Right.
No.
No.
We're Ryans. We tower over mortal men.
This is the thing. Like, at what point, or like, what was going through that guy or that girl's like mind to be like, let me write this?
I don't know. People online are really, really strange, especially with women who I don't know if he thought that would be charming. I don't know if he thought, because it was worded in a way.
It was not charming, and he didn't think it was going to be charming. The whole thing was very like, I got you.
I got
Boy,
you.
you got to check your wife.
Right.
I don't think that's your kid.
Right.
You better call Maury. You are not the father.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you guys did Maury, and Maury was like, Matt, I mean,
No, come on,
we didn't even test it.
We don't have to take it.
Like, you're not.
No swab needed. We're all set.
Or they did it. They test it. They go, and it's, yeah, Matt, you're not the father.
Yeah.
And Matt starts freaking out, and Maury's like,
Wait, are we really questioning?
what are you freaking out about?
What's wrong with you? That's Bruno's kid.
Like, we all knew.
Yeah.
This is 24 karat magic.
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
By the way, I just read a story about Bruno Mars.
I can't.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
Me too.
So I have inside people that long before this came out, 411s, someone that works at the casino. So again, the casino's coming out and claiming that none of this is true.
But
right?
that's what a casino would do, because number one,
They want their money.
they want Bruno to keep coming in. They don't just want their money, they want more.
Right.
Right? So it's like, no, we're going to protect the reputation of Bruno Mars.
Correct.
It's not good PR to know that you can lose $50 million anyway. So here's the story.
Yeah.
There was a story that came out that somebody with information, somebody, a 411,
Yes.
was like you,
right.
one of the 411s, was quoted and said that Bruno Mars likes to have a good time, which every story you've ever read about Bruno Mars seems to be true. And that's like part of his charm, I feel like. Like, he's like an old school guy who's like,
Totally.
got this like magical silk voice,
Totally.
but smokes cigarettes and does
Drugs.
Okay, you
and
said
drinks,
that. And drinks.
And loves the ladies and like extravagance and like.
Right, like, but like bourbon and cigarettes and still sounds like this. And you're like, you're a magic angel.
Right. I mean, do you question me
No.
that I might have opened
No,
my legs?
if you said that, if you were like, no, I've had an affair once, it was Bruno Mars, I'd be like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course you did.
Obviously, because he's like,
He's very, very charming.
he's like a mainstream Prince almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Prince was probably a little more mysterious, a little more like not quite out there.
Yeah.
Like, if Prince hadn't been a shut-in,
Yeah.
he might be Bruno Mars.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
he was way too shut in, as we know from the We Are the World documentary.
Right. But the story is that at first it was like, yeah, he's had a lot of fun in the casino. And then they said he's in debt to like MGM.
50 million.
$50 million, which, I mean, when you're making Bruno Mars money, if you want that fun and you want that risk and you want to feel it, 50 million is what we're talking about.
So this is before this story came out.
He's a dangerous man with some money in his pocket.
You know, I mean, he said it himself.
Keep up.
Well, I don't know if he's keeping up. Because
No,
all I'm
maybe
saying
not.
is, the person that told me, I will not reveal, but they said that they talked to somebody that worked at that casino.
Whoa.
Again, this is complete, like, hearsay.
Sure.
And that he was making, for his residency, $1 million a night. He would do
That's not hard for me to believe.
So he would do his show, he'd take that $1 million check and give it right back to the casino every night. And he'd go in and gamble away $1 million a night.
You know why that's not that hard to believe? Because those Vegas gigs, especially for someone like Bruno Mars, who's still fairly relevant, like in the sense that it's not like he's on the back end of his career.
No.
Like, he's got hits.
Yes, he does.
And people get hired to do those Vegas residencies. But it's not like other gigs where it's like you're making money off the tickets.
Right.
Casinos will bring you in
Yes.
because you will bring tourists in.
Correct.
Like, you're not going to Vegas for one show. You're going to the Bruno Mars concert, and then you're going to get drunk.
Yep.
And it's the first time you've been drunk in 15 years because you got kids.
Right.
And you're just going to dump their college funds into the casino.
Yeah.
This is the business. This is
what
what
they do.
Vegas is.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing. But so the fact that, like, Bruno is overpaid by his own standards,
Right.
not like
Yes,
in a
yes.
negative way. It's not a difficult gig because it's the same show every night. He's not even touring.
And it's hit after hit. My friend went like a couple months ago and said it was like insanely amazing.
As it should be.
Yeah.
But he's perfected it,
Yes.
which means it's probably really easy money.
for him. Right. Yeah. And when you're Bruno Mars or any celebrity with big money, going to play a $10 hand of blackjack ain't that exciting.
If you got paid $10,000 to the 411 every night, you wouldn't just take the whole $10,000 and go gamble it? You're making it again tomorrow.
Correct.
Plus, you probably go like, let me go into the hole for tomorrow because I'll be back tomorrow.
Doesn't matter. Can't keep losing.
First of all, I'll be doing a 411 forever.
Evs.
And second of all, if I keep playing,
Yeah.
I'm bound to win big.
I mean, eventually it's got to happen.
Math.
Math. That's not even girl math. It's just straight up math.
Just straight math.
Yeah. I felt that. Like when they said that was what he was doing, I was like, that's something I would do.
100%. If you're making $1 million a night.
Why not?
At a residency.
It's $1 million. I'll make it again tomorrow.
And what do you think? The show's probably like an hour long. They probably let him out early because they want people. He's not. It's not midnight.
Right.
It's probably done by 9 or 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You think Bruno Mars goes to bed?
No.
Bruno Mars doesn't go to bed.
No.
You kidding me?
No. I don't know why anybody would say yes, because obviously the money, but say yes to a residency in Vegas. It feels like it gives me. I have anxiety thinking about it.
Why so?
That's such a dangerous place to live.
I see.
Who wants to live there?
The accoutrement is what scares you.
Everything.
Because I feel
Too much.
I'm not an addict or a gambler.
Right.
So I feel like I'm going to live in a hotel.
Right.
You're going to pay for it.
Right.
Chicken tendies, room service every night.
Chicken tendies.
Chicken tendies.
I don't even know what I thought you said.
I'm sure that the hotel would be like, and I tell them,
Yeah.
I'm going to need chicken tendies
Every night.
with ranch
Right.
every night.
Every night.
And I mean after the show. It's
Right.
like, late night in the hotel room.
Right.
Watching Shark Tank.
I need a little Dr. Peps. I need a little
Chicken
DC.
tendies, Dr. Pepper. I'll come down. I'll play the hits.
Mm-hmm.
Like it honestly sounds like paradise.
It really does. And, he's got to
But
pay.
I don't have that gambling thing in me that would make.
No.
That's where you would get nervous.
I'm wondering, though, if it is true. Maybe it's not true, but let's just say it is true. If he's going to
I
come.
hope it's true.
You do?
For the Bruno's $50 million in debt to the casino?
No, because then that means he actually legit has a problem, and he actually is a gambling addict.
What do you think he knows exactly where the line is, and he just takes it? That's like saying you don't have a problem.
I don't.
Okay, neither does Bruno Mars.
I hate you. I just feel like there's no way that is the debt.
No. $50 million. If you are in debt $50 million,
Then I have a problem.
You have a problem. I don't know if Bruno has a problem if he's in debt $50 million, because it's not like.
If your idea is I make this check, it goes right here. It's kind of like Craig Carton. Do you remember the whole thing with Craig Carton?
He went to jail.
Yeah. But that's because it was never enough, and you had to keep, he would go and just gamble
But
each night.
maybe Bruno has his shit put away. He's already made his money.
I mean, yeah.
And maybe this is the play money.
How much do we think he's worth? I mean, because celebritynetworth.com is always correct.
It's 1,000% of the time. It's actually been proven to It's never had one false.
Well, you know how much it says I'm worth, right?
How much?
It says I'm worth $5 million.
That's correct, right?
No,
it's not.
I don't even have close.
Is it close?
I don't even have close to $1 million, guys. So,
okay, so it's less than.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were off.
Way off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
How'd that Google go for you?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like if he's worth, let's say it says he's worth 150, then he's all right.
150 million.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. What is it saying? What is it?
Well, I mean, he doesn't. Even if he's worth. Oh my!
What does it say?
Every article is about him being in
you
debt.
You can't even. Well, you have to put in net worth.
I did,
and it's not. It's all that he.
It's all like, by the way, gambling debt, gambling debt.
It's got to be true.
Wealthy gorilla.
Yeah, they definitely know.
Age 37. This has his net worth at 175 million.
50's nada then.
Homie, he's got publishing on a lot of stuff. Don't forget, like before he had hits,
song rights for a lot of big
He was writing
stars.
other people's songs. Yeah. He's got all his own stuff. Oh yeah. But boom.
Yeah. When I Was Your Man. Also, I'm just wondering, with Miley, with Flowers, that was a direct response to his song.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. So
I saw it. I didn't know it was a direct response.
Why? How?
Because I'm not a lady.
Okay. Anyways, it is. And so
but then I saw somebody play it back and forth. I was like, it was.
Yeah. And I think that he got paid for that.
He should.
No, I'm almost positive that they did, like, that she called him and asked him to. He was like, hey, I'll do it. I owe $50 million to MGM.
No problem. No problem. You give me $100,000, I'll turn it into 3 right now.
Let's do it. Use my song.
Use this song. Wait till you see how much money I turn. Can you make another response? I made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave the door open. Can you find a response to that?
Yeah.
Let's work on that one.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. You know.
What about like 24? Yeah. What about 48 karat magic?
Hey, there's an idea there. There's something there.
No, I mean, I don't think. It's one of those things where the headline says $50 million in debt.
Yes.
Which makes you think this is a guy who's like run out of luck. What do I got to do? I got to start calling my kids and trying to get money out
Does
of
he have
them.
kids?
No. Well, yeah, one of them.
Okay, yeah.
But
Do not call Keegan. That's all I have to say.
put your mom on the phone, Keegan.
He does not have $5
Put
million.
your mom on the phone. But like, 50 million in debt might just be what he's playing with, dude.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he might just, don't forget, they let these whales. He's a whale.
Whale.
A whale.
Right.
You ever see that movie Casino?
Yeah.
How good is it?
So fucking good.
Remember when Don Rickles, they're talking about the whales and how they just do whatever they can to keep them in the casino?
Of course. Makes sense.
And remember when they charter private planes for them? And then Don Rickles gets the whale who just won a ton of money.
Yeah.
And he gets him on the plane. And they pretend there's mechanical issues.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sorry, we got to land here. We're going to comp you another night in the hotel. Come, have some fun. Don't even worry about it. Because they know he's going to go back to the table. He's going to lose it all. So what I'm saying is, like, if you're playing $1 million a night,
Right.
more than that probably,
Yes.
the fact that, like, he's down 50 million right now might just be where he's playing.
You know, I just had a flash that you were saying that because my family and another friend of our families, the two families would go to Atlantic City often. And my dad would always say, you know, they would always put us up. They would always, because my dad and his best friend, like, they like to gamble, which, I mean, a lot of people like to gamble. But if they were doing things like that, like comping things, that means they were gambling a lot, right? Or do you not have to gamble too? Okay.
I mean, not millions.
Yeah. No, we didn't have millions.
Right, in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
but like
not Vegas, but.
No, that's like
Yeah.
high 5 to 6 figures.
So I'm just wondering what was happening then.
Like Anthony Cumia used to get put up in.
Did he?
In AC, yeah.
Okay.
High 5 to 6 figures.
I'll go make a phone call after we're done. Now that I'm remembering things.
And you know,
Yeah.
genetics, the Biggins way. If you're doing it all the way.
You know it.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of look at and the fact that, like, the casino's not panicking. If anything, they're being like, nope, it's not even true.
Right. Bruno, come here. Come here. It's gonna
Come
be fine.
back.
You'll make it back.
Come back,
Come on.
Bruno.
Sit down.
Remember how fun it is?
I just
How fun
I
is
don't
it?
know where the figure came from. Like that's what I'm saying.
50 million?
Yeah. Like where did this all of a sudden it was like this at this like.
It might be the most he's lost in any single night. I could see that he had a bad night.
Imagine losing 50 million in one night.
And then winning it all back.
Oh, no, he's never gonna win it back. Must go back.
Do you like to gamble?
No, I actually hate it.
Okay.
And the last time we were there for like an event, like it was like the MTV like movie awards or something.
Is that when you did the bikini shot on the motorcycle?
No, that was a long time ago. That might have been one of them, but I did do that. But that was many eons ago.
Right, that was inappropriate.
My body does not look like that anymore. I mean, it looks fine, but not like that.
Right.
Yeah, that when we were there, I remember I went to the ATM and I went with some of our friends to gamble, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like, I literally lost everything in 10 minutes, and I was like, this is not fun.
Well, you like money too much.
Yeah,
You like money more than you like the thrill of gambling.
there was no thrill. It was like, this is annoying. It's freezing in here. Everyone's smoking in my face. Like,
Right.
I just, there's other things I'd rather go to a club, dance, drink, have fun
Party
my
with the
friends.
money.
Correct.
Trade it for an experience.
Correct. I'm not giving it to the man in a bow tie with a horrible vest on. That's the dealer.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ladies were nice. I liked it when they would try to help you, even though they're not supposed to. They'd be like, well, the book says do this. And I'd be like, well, I'm not going to do that. And then I lost.
And they wink. Yeah.
Just like Mary. Vertigo is really awesome. So it's really feeling great.
That's a good vice not to have, though. Gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling's the one that, like, destroys families.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most vices do. I think a lot of drugs definitely
Drugs
are
destroy families, too.
responsible for destroying
Forgot about
families.
that.
Yeah.
Some of the vices you have destroy families.
But they haven't
Not
destroyed-
gambling.
No, not gambling, baby.
And they haven't destroyed your family. You're 100%
No.
right about that.
Look at the picture of my son and my husband.
They love each other.
They love each other. Even though
Regardless.
They're not, what is the word? Oh, God, help me.
Blood related.
Yes, they're not related, but they love each other.
Ric Flair was adopted.
Was he?
He's a 16-time world champion.
Keegan was not adopted. I pushed that bad boy out of my vag.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. That's right.
At 4:20 p.m. because Matt told me to hold it in at 4:15 because he wanted him to be born at 4:20. And
That's honestly
what?
The single most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Well, I thought it was pathetic too, but it was at 4:15. He's like, oh my God, what if he's born at 4:20? And my doctor's like, okay, one more push. And he didn't come. He's like, okay, we're close. We could do it. This one will do it. You got to push really hard. It'll come. And my doctor looked at him and she goes, Mr. Ryan. And then the baby came out. She went, "Happy birthday, big boy." And Matt goes, "Time, time, time." The nurse said 420, and he was like, "Ah." You never knew that?
No, that's so unbelievably lame.
I agree. Just all he could think about.
And it's so you. Like, isn't it so, like, embarrassingly you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's us. Because I was like, okay, I don't know if I can really hold it because he really wants to come out.
But imagine if.
Yes. And I'm just like, I am pushing a baby.
But if we do it on June 9th, his birthday will be 69.
Yeah, June 9th's our wedding anniversary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Well, I feel like you did know that because you were June 2nd, right? And then we were the week after?
I guess.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
June 9th.
Yeah.
69?
69.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Matt did?
He does say Parker was made face down, ass up. That's how he remembers that. I don't know if that's true or not.
But he said that.
He's pretty sure that when we conceived that's what was happening. Face down, ass up. Could have happened.
420.
Face down,
Married
ass
on 69. Face down, ass up.
Married on, oh yeah, it is 6'9". I'm sorry, I didn't pick that up. Yes.
6'9".
He's got it tattooed right here down his ribs. 6'9", And I said, what happens if and
it's
when?
not 06, 09?
No.
It's 6'9"?
6'9", 12. And I said, if what are you going to do if you get divorced? He said, I'll add a 3 and a 15 and I'll just be multiples of 3 guy.
369.
One more time.
Get low. Yeah, no, that's
yeah. I mean,
immature and pathetic.
Yes, agreed. But it is a fun story to tell.
It's a great story.
Because the doctor wanted to knock him out.
I'm sure.
She did not think it was funny at all.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
because
not.
then shortly
It's
after,
like leave it outside for a second. For 1 second, be a human being.
And then shortly
be a
after-
person for 1 minute in your life. No can do, doc.
And then the baby came out. We took a few pictures. He ran out to get me the meal I wanted and came back with all this booze. Walked in and I was bleeding out. And she was like, "Mr. Ryan, you're gonna have to leave."
You almost bled to death because he wanted a 420.
No. I
It's pretty much that.
No, that's not
pretty
the
much why.
That's not the reason.
If you hadn't held it in,
I didn't
it would have
really
been
hold it in.
You would have been totally fine.
There really is no holding it in. It's like not possible.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you just don't push, but it hurts like a bitch.
Yeah, but the Kegels, don't forget.
I am Kegel-rific.
You're the Kegel queen.
Oof, I'm doing them right now. I mean, it's so easy. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Strengthen it.
Yes.
Strengthen what you can strengthen.
Right.
Are you at all, how do you feel nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
We're in the midst of spring break.
Yeah.
How do you feel seeing this? I'm assuming that at one point in your life you were a spring break queen.
I went to all 4 of mine in college. Jamaica twice, Cancun once, Acapulco the other time.
You are like of all the basic bitches.
I know, I'm aware. I do not deny it.
Right.
Not denying it. It was so fun. Sorry, you didn't go to any spring break. It was so fun. I'm not the only
I went
person.
Once.
Where'd you go?
Jamaica.
Okay.
No, Bahamas.
Okay. All right.
Come on, pretty mama.
Yeah.
Key Largo.
Montego.
Baby, why don't we go? Down to Kokomo. Yeah, Bahamas.
Yeah.
Because I remember we went on a budget and we stayed in a hotel and then we took a boat to Atlantis and just
Ooh.
was there for the day.
Oh, that is budget.
It's super budget. It's gross.
Oh, I'm sorry for you.
We stayed there just during the day and like hung out at the beach that you're allowed.
There's like a day. You got a day pass.
Yeah. There's like a beach.
Yeah, I know. I was just there.
No, like a beach that if you're not staying at the hotel, you can go to.
Okay, it is weird.
Like you can't go past this line. This is for residents.
When we were there during Thanksgiving, during the weekend part, like when we were there for Saturday and Sunday, there were people that are from the Bahamas, like Bahamians, that were like coming in. And it's like that's a place they would go for the day, like just like a fun thing.
But not people that like bought a cheaper hotel
No.
and just went there for the day.
No, not what you did.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
No, but then I think like my last spring break, I drove back to New York to Internet XM for free.
Not cool at all.
It was the opposite of cool.
Yeah. I have so many stories from spring break, but they don't need to all be told.
No, I think they're maybe privately.
Yeah, perhaps privately.
Some not even privately.
Probably.
But when you see the kids getting ready, I mean, I even, you hear about now, like all the college students, you go, oh, all these liberal college students, they don't do this. But still, every spring break, they're all upside down.
Yeah.
Doing keg stands.
Wet t-shirt concert.
Wet
Or
t-shirt
concerts. Wet t-shirt
Wet
contest.
t-shirt concerts. They're pouring t-shirts down on their clothes.
Yeah.
Singing songs.
Yeah.
Playing instruments.
Pouring booze right out of the bottle.
Like even this year, Miami put out a tourism video saying, we don't want you.
Yes. I was
We see you. We don't want you.
I was
here.
in Miami. Miami a few weeks ago, and I was at a restaurant in Miami, and they were saying, dude, we're getting ready. Like, they were all like dreading it. Like, every waiter or waitress, every person at every place, like the stores, they were just like, it's a nightmare when everyone's there.
But I mean,
yeah, it makes them money, but like, I think it's exhausting.
But does anybody go to Miami to be like, oh, I want to get away from the party scene? I mean, isn't it just a party vibe all the time?
The party scene is different from like young spring breakers.
And the whole truckloads coming in.
Right. That like aren't really of age to be drinking yet.
Right.
Still vomiting everywhere.
And it's lawless.
Totally.
It's lawless.
Oh my gosh.
So, and you never know when, like, if you're like a bar or whatever, somebody's going to decide to come in and raid you.
Right. It's not what you need. It's
Right.
just, it's a whole headache that nobody needs.
Do you miss it when you see it, when you see the kids? Because I was reading in the newspapers.
You read the newspapers?
Yeah, of course, that's how I get all my information.
Like the actual physical newspaper?
Yup, I buy
You
a
do?
newspaper. No.
Oh, some people do.
No, yeah, like very, very old people.
No, some people just like the feel of it, the smell of it.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, keep going.
Last time my dad went into the city, he was like, I didn't understand it. I went on a train.
That's no newspaper.
I was the only one reading a newspaper on the whole train. Everybody was scrolling.
I don't know why I just made him sound like Club Soda Kenny. I don't know.
I don't know, Miss Nicole. Hi, Miss Biggins.
I love him.
How's your family?
Did you go on spring break this year?
Be careful. When you see it, though.
Yes, I miss it.
You do, still.
Well, it's more that it's like feels nostalgic, and so I'll have my own memories. It's not like, oh, I wish I could go do that, because it sounds actually exhausting.
You see that movie, Spring Breakers?
Oh God, with Selena? Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
That
Vanessa
was-
Hudgens?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ashley Benson.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good one.
It's so good.
It's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, I got myself into some of those situations too.
Were you did you put the mask on and everything? Hanging out with James Franco playing every time on the piano?
James Franco was there.
Yeah.
during my spring break.
So you get a little nostalgic. You get a
course.
little teary-eyed.
course.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you had nothing to worry about. You have bills to pay or anything.
Spring
yet.
break forever.
Spring break forever.
Spring break forever. When you look at the kids doing it now, do you
Yes.
go like, these kids like have no idea they need to calm down, or you're like, no, these kids have it figured out. This is it. This rules.
No, it's just like this is part of the deal. It's
Yeah.
not like this is what you do. This is part of that stage.
What about your daughter?
I don't look forward to it, but she's gonna do it.
When do you think she's going to start?
I don't know.
The Biggins blood runs thick.
I did my senior year of high school. I went to a spring break.
Oh my God.
We went. Okay, you want to hear this? We went to
Senior year of high school?
Martinique. Me and like 4 girls.
You were so wild.
French. It was topless beaches. We were topless the whole time. And
This is a nightmare. You're a senior in high school and you're going to topless?
I don't know why my parents let us do it.
Did they know it was topless?
No, but we went to, it was French. Like it wasn't like weird.
You went to France?
France, Martinique. It's a French island. And I remember
In France.
I don't think it's in France. I think it's just a French island.
Oh, but is it off the coast of France?
I couldn't tell you where I was, if you want to know the truth. I was just in Martinique. Look it up.
I do love that you kept repeating that because you wanted me to stop with these
Yeah,
geographic
but you're going to
follow-up
keep asking.
questions.
You know I don't know geography.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if this island is in France.
I don't think so. I don't think we went to France.
But maybe it's like a French island the way like the Bahamas
It
is
used
like
to be like a British
island.
right.
Okay.
So we were...
It's not that far.
No.
You need a
And-
passport? Don't know.
remember.
Don't know.
remember. And I just remember being like, oh my God, it's topless. And we were like, wow, F it. So we
Whoa.
did. And then I remember one day we're hanging out, just me and my girls. And then all of a sudden we saw some dude on vacation with his family and he was taking pictures of us.
Duh.
My friend, he was clearly American too.
Yeah.
And-
It's like this beach
My
rules.
friend got up and she chased him down the beach.
Topless?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she, totally like Baywatch, like, and she took that camera and smashed it. And he was.
Oh, and that was back. It's not on a phone.
Yeah, it was
digital
a camera, and
Yeah.
it wasn't, and no one even like pressed charges because they could have been. Like she destroyed his camera, but like she was like told the wife like your scumbag husband's taking pictures of me and my friends, and she was like literally grabbed him by the ear, like he was.
And by the way, we're potentially 17 years old.
potentially we were.
We were absolutely
We were definitely
17 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't
just
18
saying,
yet.
some people turn 18 before spring break.
I was 18 right when I got to college.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy thing.
Yeah,
Why
I
would
forgot. It was really fun.
Are you going to let your kids
No.
No, because you
not,
know.
Not in college. They can go to spring break, but not high school.
in
That
high
was
school.
crazy. I don't know why they let us do that. It was crazy. We
you-
had the best time ever.
Have you, of course.
Oh, it's awesome.
Have you talked to them about why would you let me do that?
No, I mean I can call my mom and ask her.
What were you thinking?
There's a lot of things my mom did then that like the when I dated that older guy. Like why?
That's
did you,
true. She's
know?
like, I don't know what the time.
Yeah, it was just different times then. And I don't think she knew we were going topless. I think she just thought we were at a resort. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
I guess. I mean,
is that where you were going with your spring break questioning?
I just wanted to know if you missed it.
I miss it terribly. Do you miss it too?
No.
Now?
No, I couldn't care less. Like, what? Okay, have fun. I don't know.
So fun.
That's so funny.
So fun.
But you're making enough memories that
Yeah, to choke a horse. That's what it is. It's
choke a horse?
Yeah, I say that I don't know, like, oh, I got enough food to choke a horse. You never used that saying?
I've never heard of that saying before in my life.
I think my mom says it all the time, so I say it. I don't think it means anything. Yeah, just like a lot means a lot.
Choke a horse. That's what she used to do to your dad.
What? Is my dad a horse?
No,
Oh. No, that never happened. Whoa, where did that even come from?
I just want to see if I can make you blush.
I can't. I'm so dark. And then, the guy that I made Keegan with.
That's
even
true.
darker.
That's true. St. Patrick's Day, you still celebrate? Do you celebrate 316?
What's 316?
Austin 316. 316 Day.
No.
On 316, we celebrate Steve Austin. We drink Steve Weisers.
What's a Steve Weiser?
It's his name for Budweiser.
But does he have like a beer named Steve Weiser?
Well, now he actually does have a beer that beer aficionados actually really
Say
enjoy.
it's good? Like it's an IPA?
Yeah, it's an IPA. It's Stone Cold Broken Skull IPA.
I'll have to try it. Do you have some?
No, I should though.
You should get some for me.
I will.
I'd like to try some.
I will. Will you drink it like Stone Cold, where you just like?
Probably not.
No.
I'll be like this. Yeah, I want that. I bet it's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, it's like all hitting at the same time. 316.
No, 3/14. It was Parker's birthday, so we celebrated her birthday. Then Saturday before St.
She
Patrick's
really
Day.
is Irish.
Yeah.
3/4, like born right around St.
And then
Patrick's
she
Day.
came home on St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
and her name is Parker Ireland.
Right.
She owns it.
Keegan, it seems like an inappropriate name for him. He doesn't seem Irish at all.
Well, look at his dad, Bruno. Wait, no, this is gonna get me into trouble. Bruno is from Hawaii, isn't he?
Samoan.
He's not Samoan.
I don't know.
I think he's Hawaiian.
He's from the
He's got 4 gorgeous sisters, who also
Tell him I said what's up.
yeah, like they're really hot if you look them up. And then I think they're all from Hawaii.
Yeah, Honolulu.
Okay, good. Oh God.
Born in Honolulu.
I don't need myself to get in trouble with the Samoans and the Hawaiians.
Yeah,
again.
they were pretty pissed last time.
Yeah, well, they should be.
They got upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But you celebrated St. Patrick's
We
Day.
celebrated. It was a mess. It was so fun. Yeah, we did corned beef and cabbage and potatoes. We drank way too much. I took way too many shots of Jameson. And then Sunday, we couldn't really do it when it was actually St. Patrick's Day.
Sure.
But all the kids played with their friends and all the adults played with their friends.
What do you do when you're recovering and you got to deal with your kids?
Just deal with it. We went for a walk. We went out to lunch. We took them
Suck it up.
to go play, throw a ball around at the park.
This is part of it.
You gotta suck it up.
Party hard.
Yeah.
Deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I was fine. I was just a little tired, but I was okay. I'm a trooper.
You are a
I'm
trooper.
a professional.
Food rally. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
So you said you were telling me that you had an embarrassing
I did. A really
situation. You didn't tell me what it was. You just said.
So I'm walking to go to the gym the other day, and there's this man, and he walks up to me, and I have my earbuds in, so I'm just like kind of like clearly not looking to talk to anybody. Yeah. So I have my earbuds in, and he takes his out and kind of like tries to get my attention. I was like, yeah, and he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm from India. I'm meeting friends, and like we're gonna do all this touristy stuff, and he's going on, and he's asking where to go. That like because he's early to meet his friends, and is there anything cool and touristy, and where do I get there? And I'm answering his questions, but like I'm late from my like workout class I'm going to, and he keeps.
You got to spin.
Got to spin, man.
It's time to spin.
It's time to spin that ass.
Spin that ass.
So I'm like, I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, I'm like, you're on 84th Street. You need to get to 63rd. Like, just go. And he's like, how many blocks? And I'm like, well, do the math. We're on 84th. You got to get to. He didn't understand it was like a grid.
Yeah, just minus.
Then he was asking like if there was a cool tourist. I'm like, there's nothing touristy over there because he's telling me they're going to go to Times Square later and all this crap. And I'm like, I don't need your life story.
Yeah, what am I, your autobiographer?
Then he's telling me his parents are very conservative from India and he just finished
Why is he
getting
giving
his
you all this
doctorate.
what?
I don't know.
Doctorate in
so
what?
Then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go. I was like, you're good. Just go down to there's tons of restaurants. Just hop into one. And he goes, as a token of my affection, may I give you a hug? So I was like, oh no. And I was like, I don't know. I just felt like it was like the universe being like, be kind to this person. So I was like, sure.
Oh, shit.
So I gave him a hug and then he goes, you've just been so kind to me. Do you think maybe we can get some coffee sometime?
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm married and I have 2 kids. And he goes, damn it. I should have known it. I should have known. What was I thinking? And he's like yelling at himself. And I was just like, and I just like walked away. I told Matt the story. He was like, don't ever freaking give someone a hug again. He could have been a pickpocket. I was like, I had my workout clothes on, nothing on me. My phone.
You were wearing tight workout clothes? Why do you think he wanted to hug you?
I thought he just was lonely.
You wanted to feel your body.
I thought
you can feel people's bodies when they're in
sometimes
workout
people
clothes.
just are grateful for somebody being kind. And
The hell are you talking about?
I was being kind.
When has that ever happened in the history of mankind?
New Yorkers are douchebags. I'm a douchebag sometimes. I don't have time for you. And I stopped and took time for him. So maybe he felt
when you
grateful.
have a hot woman in workout clothes, you're like, is it okay if I give you a hug? That has nothing. Gratitude.
I don't know what I was thinking. I won't do it again, okay? I felt
Yes,
I
you
was
will.
caught off guard. I didn't know what to do. I felt bad. Then he looked like he was going to cry, like he was homesick and he was confused. He didn't know where his friends were.
You know who handled it right?
What? Who?
Jerry Seinfeld, when Kesha asked him for a hug.
Oh, that was horrible. I felt that was mean.
Can I have a hug? No, thanks. No, thanks.
Well, everybody I've told this story to has said that they could have been like, no, I'm okay. Like, thank you.
No.
Like, the no thanks was actually just rude. But like,
no thanks.
No thanks. I don't know. That was the least of it. The hug. I thought he was genuinely grateful, and that was his way of saying thank you.
Of all, this is what I'll never
He
understand.
didn't like feel me up. He just gave me a hug
It's enough.
to get a halfie.
Of course. He'll think about that hug for a long time.
He was like hitting
I
himself.
should have known.
What's the matter with me? I should have known. And he was like yelling, like he was a psychopath.
That rules.
No, it doesn't.
But of course he's a psychopath. Look at he's trying to make up. He didn't have to go anywhere.
He looked like he was he might have just finished medical school, which he was
That
telling
was
me.
true, probably.
Right. Maybe he wanted to meet a nice American girl who got knocked up by Bruno.
I can't believe with all the things that you've seen
Yeah.
and all the things that you've been a part of and all the wild scenarios that you've been there for, you're still like a babe in the woods.
I have faith in humanity.
Like somehow you're the one person on earth who is like seen and done it all.
Yeah.
Like should have the mentality of a 1970s streetwalker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
just can't get one over on me, just hardened and grizzled. But after everything, you're still that blonde in a sundress getting off the bus with 2 bags going, New York City, I can't wait. Like I've never seen anything like it.
I believe
You do.
in humanity.
You believe in life after love.
Everybody keeps and everyone keeps letting me down.
I really don't think you're strong enough. No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
never lose that. I mean, it's one of the
Well,
things that
clearly I
makes...
should.
No.
It makes you make fun of me.
Is that... Do you really hate that, though?
No.
No.
I'm fine with it. I am who I am. Love me or leave me.
That's it.
Not gonna leave
That's
me.
it. And that's why I don't want you to change.
Okay, I won't.
We've committed
So if I see a lovely Indian man who's just finished med school, I should do the same thing again?
100%.
Okay.
One time on a cross-country flight,
Mm-hmm.
I was flying by myself for whatever reason. This was years ago.
Like, were you young?
No, I wasn't a kid. I was
Okay.
but I was probably in my 20s.
Okay.
And I was in the back of the plane. I was in the last row. And it was me, and it was a night flight. I remember because it was dark. And I was like, just like chilling.
Yeah.
No middle seat. Me,
Oh, love that.
nobody in the middle, and some like Asian dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting there. And we weren't really talking.
Really, or like kind of? Did you just a little small talk?
Maybe a hello, and that was it.
Right.
I got up to go to the bathroom. Yeah, sure. Bud.
He moved.
And then one of the times where we got up or whatever, he goes, "Hey, I'm training. Can I give you energy?"
I would love that.
And I was sitting there like going through all the options in my head, looking at him.
Like Reiki?
And I went, no, that's all he said.
Okay.
And I was like trying to figure out what the play was. And I went,
no thanks.
I went like this. Yes.
See, we are one.
Because
you were interested. You were
for
curious.
me, I was like, where is this going?
So what did he
I'm
do?
on this plane. And he goes, okay. Put your hands out like this. I go, all right, we're doing this.
I love this.
Put my hands out. And he goes, shut your eyes. And I go, okay. I gave him one of these, you know?
Yeah.
One of these. I'm still watching. Oh, yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Did he grab your dick?
Energy. The power source. And so, whatever. And he just starts like hovering over me.
Yeah, Reiki.
Reiki. And he's got some little book and he's doing stuff. And then he finishes and he goes, how do you feel? And like, I was like,
I don't feel any different.
I went like this. Great. I feel really great. He's like, oh, good. I was
And that was it.
thanks, man.
How much
And I
longer
just
on the plane did you have to go?
Hours.
Oh, no.
Hours. Didn't say one more word.
That was it.
That was it. That was the whole experience.
Oh, my God.
It was wild.
What about like when you're getting off? Was it just like, hey, thanks to the energy, man?
I didn't even mention the energy. Oh, yeah, see you later.
But you didn't feel any different.
No, I didn't feel not one
But
thing.
you still felt great.
I liked that had happened.
Right.
But like, whatever that dude was training for, he sucked at it.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel nothing.
Well, some people, I mean, there's not everybody believes in Reiki. I believe in Reiki. I like the Reiki thing.
Believe it or not, it didn't work.
We're made of energy. Yeah, but maybe you didn't know that it worked. You're not going to necessarily be like, oh, I'm healed. It's like you can just like, if you have pain somewhere, you can move things around.
It didn't work. I felt no different.
Okay.
I don't understand how it could. It's like, see, this is.
Maybe he cured something in you that you don't know.
What could possibly need curing?
I mean, I don't know. You were 20. I don't know. Maybe you had.
I ruled just as hard then as
You
I do
did?
now.
Okay.
100%. No, but that's what starts to frustrate me
Mm-hmm.
when you or people say things like, "Well, it probably did work. You just didn't know." That's how snake oil salesmen operate.
Snake oil.
Yeah,
That's a thing?
snake oil sale. That's like the old like
It's not a thing.
in the 1920s when they would be like, try this elixir. It's the cure for what ails you. Blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
then they'd sell a bunch and then they'd skip town
Right.
because it didn't do anything.
Right.
Piss in a bottle.
Mm.
That's what in Sweeney Todd,
Yeah.
the guy was pissing in bottles and going to the next town. You know.
Why not?
But when you say things like it probably worked, you just don't know it. Then it's like, no, this is a hustle.
I don't know. I feel like, no, because he didn't ask you for anything. And like when I go to therapy, like when I talk to my therapist, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm cured.
But you feel
I know,
better?
I know that it's making a difference.
Okay, but guess what?
What?
This wasn't making any difference whatsoever.
Okay.
And I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying for him specifically, because he just said, "Can I do this?" I was like, "Do it."
I just find it interesting that he said, "I'm training. Could I give you some energy?"
Can I
And
give
that
you
you
energy?
and that you were like, "Yeah, let's do it," as opposed to, "Sure, like what are you doing? What is this?" Like you had no other questions. You just looked him in the eye and
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, let's do this."
I said yes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You think what I do is weird?
I go, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
like, cool. Are you studying Reiki? Are you studying this?
I
Like,
didn't want to know. I wasn't interested.
Okay.
That is going to take me down a road
Okay.
where this guy's talking my ear
And-
off.
okay.
We're going to exchange information or something.
get
He's
it.
going to think we're friends. I'm going to be tied into a subscription service.
Got it.
Not me, Junior.
No.
You're not going to get me. I was born at night, not last night.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
I've been around the block.
Yes, you have.
You want to give me a little energy? I'll take it.
Yeah.
You want to sell me on something? I'm not listening to
no.
I'm not even listening to the pitch.
No. I feel great, and I'm going to turn and look out the window and not ever speak to you again.
Which again is why maybe you would.
Yeah.
Do you feel better? You'd say, I don't really feel any different. How should I be feeling? You might say that,
That's
right?
probably exactly what I would say.
I was like, yeah, I do.
Awesome.
Feel awesome.
Because I'm me. I'm Sam Roberts.
What's the path of least resistance? Yeah. Yeah, I feel awesome. Is it because of the energy?
No, it's
I
'cause
just
I'm
I just remembered.
I just am.
I just remembered. Yo, you're him.
We are so different, but so in love. I was going to say alike, but we're not alike at all.
We're not alike,
At
but
all.
we're cosmically linked.
We are.
I think so, and that's
Satisfying.
what makes this all so satisfying. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel here at youtube.com/whatever it is, satisfying pod.
Yeah.
That
You know,
sounds right.
The
Yeah.
stuff, the things. Do all the things.
Watch all the clips we post. Watch every episode. Tell your friends.
Yes, only on YouTube. I hate when you like post and you're like, you can only get satisfying on YouTube. And people are like, where can I find the episode?
Yeah, it's YouTube.
I love you guys, but like only on YouTube.
It's just YouTube for now.
Yeah, just for now. Well, we got big plans.
Yeah, we're trying to move and shake. We're trying to hustle. I'm going into SiriusXM's offices going, can I give you some energy? I think it'll work.
Definitely.
Because once you get that yes.
Yeah.
Also, can I have audio rights?
Right. And can I give you a hug?
Yeah, and
as a token of my appreciation.
why don't you put on some athleisure and let me hug that body? Oh, it's been real.
Love ya.
See you later.